Hey, we are the Screen Team. You better believe it. We are all about movie reviews for you. We like to do a variety of different kind of movies. Sometimes we'll do movies in theaters. Sometimes we'll do brand new movies on DVDs. But a lot of the time, we love to do our personal favorites, movies from the vault, movies you might have forgotten about. And we've done a couple of those kind of movies so far on this review show here on the Screen Team with Stacy and Doug. We've got one more for you that you might be like, oh, yeah, I remember that one. The movie we're talking about is Welcome to Mooseport. Yay. And it stars Gene Hackman and Ray Romano from the TV show Everybody Loves Raymond. And what we have here is a town called Mooseport. And I'm not really sure, but it kind of seems like it would be someplace up in the northeast.
It's like in Maine, I think, or something.
Northeast.
And
it is Maine.
How would you describe Mooseport? I mean, it seems like a small town community that where everybody knows your name.
I think it's like a modern day Mayberry, kind of, on the water instead of,
Instead of southern style, you're more, your quaint northeastern, which obviously it's in the northeast, but it's that whole kind of vibe.
You say Mayberry, but when you're watching the first scene, you notice this guy who's jogging and he doesn't have any clothes on.
Yeah,
he's butt naked, and everybody's okay with it.
Every town has one.
Nothing about
it.
Everybody's
Hi, Bob.
going.
Hi, guys. Yeah, that kind of thing.
So Ray Romano, he plays kind of a nice, sweetheart type of guy. He is a plumber in town. Is that right?
Or he owns the handy store.
He's
hardware store, the handy store. Owns the hardware store.
He's handy. He's Handy Manny before there was a handy.
His name is Handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we got him. He's a lovable guy. He's in a relationship with his girlfriend, and he's pretty much happy with the relationship, but she's not.
She's not.
No, she's ready to go to the next step.
Yeah.
He's dragging his feet.
Well, I don't think he's dragging his feet. I think he's unaware.
He's clueless.
He's unaware of what needs to happen next.
So we're waiting for him to get a clue, and while that happens, the president of this particular movie, played by Gene Hackman, he is, I guess, out of office.
He's
retired.
His term limits expired or whatever.
Right. And he decides that he's going to, at least until he figures out what he's going to do, he's going to live in Mooseport because he's got a summer home there, and his ex-wife is taking everything else. Yes. The first lady has taken.
She has gotten it.
Took it to the cleaners.
So while Gene Hackman's there, the townsfolk of Moosetown decide to elect him to be the mayor of Moosetown.
It's like the mayoral election, and Handy's running, and Gene Hackman still has his handlers. They've come with him, and they're like, you should do this. It's going to be good because he's getting bad PR because of this divorce.
Right.
So they're like, this is going to be really great for your image. You should just do this. So the campaign is on. Gene Hackman wants Handy's girl. So the fight happens. She breaks up with Handy, and she's kind of dating the president. And then they have to get into Well, I think that probably one of the best scenes is the golfing scene. Where they're trying to. Good, yeah. Whoever does the best wins her.
Yeah.
And she's not going for that. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to be won.
Yeah.
So
she's not a prize like that, man. She's a human being.
She just wants Handy to open up his eyes.
She wants him to get a clue.
Yeah. He's going through life like this, and she's going, "Hey, I'm over here.
Yeah.
Put a ring on it."
Yeah.
That reminds me of somebody that I know. 4 years of dating, and okay, never mind. We're not talking about me. Welcome to Mooseport. Obviously, you guys like it, right? That's why you picked
this
it,
right?
movie.
We have it. It's in our personal collection. This is it. Personal collection movie.
We were talking on the break about how we come across this movie. Mm-hmm. It's by accident. We went to the movies to see something else, and don't even remember what it was. Could have probably a horror movie or something. And anyway, we wound up going and watching this. And we're like, yeah, Mooseport. Yeah, I've seen the advertising. Let's go check that out.
Right.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Great movie. And it's the kind of movie that you could probably watch with your whole family.
Yeah.
there's nothing dirty about it at all.
Right.
I don't think there's any curse words in it.
I don't remember.
If
Nothing
they are, they're not. I mean, it's probably what you're going to hear on
nothing
TV
to get a
today.
rating, an R rating or anything like that. I mean, you maybe a PG-13. I think it's rated PG. Maybe PG-13.
Stacy, what do we got there? We're checking the box.
PG-13.
There you go.
So
There you go. But yeah, you know what, Doug? I agree with you. I think it's something the whole family can watch. I really
Very
do.
lighthearted.
And to me, it's an easy watch. You know?
yeah, there's no thinking in this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to sit, you're going to laugh, and
Right.
and I love Gene Hackman. He's a great
And,
actor.
his character, normally in a movie like this, you've got the dastardly villain.
Right, and you
He's
hate him.
not.
But
Yeah.
you're right. In this one, you're like,
You almost root for him too.
right.
And you can kind of tell, like, he has pretty much gotten through the last several years of his life by being led around by one person or another, because he doesn't really know what he's doing either.
Yeah.
But then he has there's a whole other side story going with his assistant. I don't know. She's got some things she needs to say too.
Yeah.
So there's that. There's a little bit of tension there.
Yeah,
and there's,
somebody else needs to open up their eyes too. Wink, wink, nudge.
That's
nudge.
right.
Yeah. So it's got some comedy. It's got poor Ray Romano.
It's
I
got
mean,
your love
this
story.
character is not too far from Ray Barone.
Yeah, that's
No.
true.
I mean, he's not veered too far off the. And hey, everybody does love Ray.
They do.
I loved him in this movie. You know.
Loved the show. Loved this movie. Yeah.
And sadly, this, as of 2016, this was Gene Hackman's last
Yes.
film. He retired from movies after this film. So he's a great actor, like you guys said. Really, really good.
Fantastic actor.
Movie's called Welcome to Mooseport. Doug and Stacy, thanks for doing the show.
Thank you.
And thanks for picking some really, I don't want to say off the wall films, but films that, not everybody might remember or know
Right.
about,
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's a good movie. Yeah, those kinds of movies.
And that's what the Screen Team is all about, man. Reminding you about movies you know, but also movies that you don't know as well.
Right.
So, Doug and Stacy, thanks for being on the show. We'll be back at you next week at 6 p.m. for another edition of the Screen Team. For Doug, Stacy, and Chris, we are the Screen Team on KWOC.